Be the man. What does that even mean? I want to be really talking about with Isabella today, like the masculine and feminine dynamics in a relationship. More so just about the foreplay, about how you can show it where she's like drops into her feminine and she can really surrender to your masculine leadership. This video is going to be more about the masculine leadership and then how you can be the man where she trusts and she can drop into her feminine and truly surrender. And when she surrenders, she will, what?
Probably melt into your arms.
Melt. And you can have so much fun. Because I just want to say from my experience from being with women and seeing the women who haven't been able to drop and like this guard, I don't know, you may be in a situation where a woman's like, my walls are so high. It's usually she's not trusting your leadership and the man who you are. And a woman wants you to be that fucking man. She doesn't want another woman. She already is the woman. And we're going to be talking about the masculine and feminine dynamics in the energies inside. And we have masculine and feminine energies inside of us, of course. But I really want to be talking about how you can cultivate your masculine energy so then she can really drop into her feminine.
Exactly, because especially in a heterosexual connection, it is really important to have that polarity, because otherwise there's no turn on, there's no in any kind of way desire or anything in regards to the bedroom. So it's really important to keep that polarity alive, and that works by creating that polarity within the feminine and masculine energies.
Because if not, it's just two masculine energies going at it or two feminine energies, where it's in our dynamic, it's I very much am all right, let's go. Do you want to actually talk about that from your perspective?
Yeah, sure, of course. In our dynamic, it's more Andrew is leading and really dominating in a loving and leading way, where I can follow, where I can surrender, where I feel really, really safe and protected, and where I can just drop into my feminine flow and just enjoy and be playful and alive and feel really this whole energy within me and just surrender to it and play basically.
What do I do specifically that allows you to go inside and outside the bedroom to go, I can completely relax and trust you?
It's first and foremost your leadership. You're really, really clear and really, really communicative about that. When we are talking about things, it's a really clear statement. I'm at this is my perspective. I'm here. This is how I see things, and this is where I want to go. And do you want to follow? And I have the opportunity to decide yes or no, but it's not that I don't actually know where he wants to go. So he's really, really clear, which gives me, first and foremost, the opportunity to see whether this is something that feels good for me. And at the same time, it creates so much safety because I know where to go. I know where we are going. I know he got everything. I
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't have to worry. I don't have to organize things or think about things or whatever. I don't have to be in my mind. I can drop into my body and really just enjoy. And that doesn't mean that I'm not in my mind at all. There are moments within the day, for example, when I'm working or such, where I'm in my head and where I'm just really focused and driven and goal-oriented and all this, which is masculine energy. But in our dynamic, whenever we are together, then it's more I do the woman shit, he does the man shit, and that works really well because it just creates the polarity and a lot of sexual energy and desire.
Yeah. Sometimes in your job, it's very you have very logical stuff and you're breaking things down, and then
spreadsheets over spreadsheets.
Yeah, spreadsheets, and then it's then it's just getting to the bedroom. I see a lot of men, what happens in a lot of relationships and couples, they fuck up with this. It's they maybe have a busy day and they go straight to the bedroom and they go, let's play. It's you might have just been having the busiest day, or shit's gone wild, or maybe the kids and stuff, and now you're bringing that into the bedroom. Instead, taking some time and breathing deeply with each other and and as the man leading the situation. You can take him we're going to the bedroom, and I'll say to her, I'm hey, forget about everything today.
Yeah. Take a few deep breaths.
Let go.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere you need to be? Is there anything you need to do? It's this is the leadership of being that man and taking her through that experience. And then when she's on the bed, actually I need to message my friend, or I need to do this last little thing on a spreadsheet. Go do that. And then she comes back and is there anything else? And she's no, there's nothing. But what is it like for you in this dynamic? Like, because I know you've had relationships with other men and you're like, you couldn't relax. And like, what was it about like those other men where you go, they're not like really showing up where you can truly relax so then you can really let go and have the sexual experiences you want?
Most of the experiences that I had, and also when I'm talking with girlfriends of mine, the main reason why we don't feel safe or why we can't relax into our feminine is because we don't trust the masculine of the man in front of us, because that man doesn't show up the way we feel safe, because that man doesn't communicate the way that makes us feel safe or allows us to feel safe, because you can't make someone feel safe. You can allow someone and invite someone in to feel safe. And mostly it was the fact that I had the feeling of I have to run the show, like I have to take care of everything. Like at the end of the day, if I'm not in charge, if I'm not controlling the situation, then nothing gets done, or we are not achieving our goals or whatsoever. And that's just a really, really masculine perspective. And how am I supposed to be like alive and like feminine and playful and like really in a submissive state, so to speak, if I have to be in charge? That just doesn't work. And to really, if you can cultivate a mindset and like really a personality of like leadership and security for people around you, that will not only change your foreplay and your connection with your partner, but you will see it will also really, really much affect your relationships with friends, with family, with even with at work and like in business and such. Like it has a huge ripple effect.
100%. And in the relationship, when I'm with her, it's like, and when I've been with other women, like similar things, like leading through an experience. And like, if you say you're going to do something, bro.
Be authentic.
Follow through with your actions. And when you do this, you watch how much a woman will get turned on. If you can say you're going to be home at a certain time, be home, because it's inside and outside the bedroom. We have a thing at the moment, I'll be home at 8 o'clock and I'm home at 8. And if I'm not, I will send her a message. And I go, hey, sometimes I'm a bit of a wild man. I might be going in the bush and I might get lost. Only call like the authorities if I'm not back by this time, okay? But don't worry about me, okay? We are all good, even though she probably will worry. But even when I'm leading her to the bedroom, I'm like, I want you to go to the bedroom, lay down, close your eyes, and wait for me. And I'm saying in this downward inflection as well. And she trusts my leadership because it's like, I'm following through with my words. I'm showing up. Also, when a woman sees you going to the gym or doing some like really physical pursuits, it's like she sees like, I want to hear from your perspective, but like having like that energy, so to speak, behind you, like that strength.
Like it shifts the whole like how you hold yourself and how you show up as a man. If you do go to the gym, if you do exercise, if you do actually eat healthy and look after yourself, because the higher your respect for yourself is, the higher the respect you can like gain basically from others will be as well. And as well with a woman, like I see a lot more respect, or like I feel a lot more respect for a man if I see that man actually shows up, that man is authentic, that man actually looks after himself, that he doesn't only live up to expectations of others, but really is driven by his own purpose, that he has a vision, that he really like is on a mission, so to speak, and that he really has his shit together basically, inside and outside the bedroom.
And very vision. I like what you said about like that vision. I'm very goal oriented. I'm like, we're going here. This is what I want to do for my own personal goals. Where are you at? And I'm just very clear in my communication with Isabel. And then like when she sees this and she sees me showing up consistently, and like also with the masculine stuff, like the martial arts, this is going to be a bit controversial, but I want to say it. A woman wants to know that you are a violent man, but you will never use that violence against her, that you will protect her. And this is when it comes down to like, oh my God, this Me Too movement, no, don't. No, she needs to know deep down that you're a killer. You may not be able to fight, but she has to know that you have that willingness deep down, that you will take control of the situation and put your life on the line. And you will not quit. These are the masculine traits and the qualities. You might be thinking like, what does this have to do with the foreplay? If she doesn't feel like this deep down, she will not submit to you. She will not submit to you in the bedroom, and she will not give you her like like
she will just not open up. She will not get wet. She will not be turned on, and she will for sure not share anything in regards to fantasies, desires, or anything that is really, really like, personal to her. Why would she?
Yeah.
If she doesn't trust you, she will not open up at all. And also, like, just think back historically. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, like where we come from. Like, the man had to be the leader, the provider, the one who went out to fight if shit hits the fan, basically. And we women were basically at home and like took care of everything. We were like, making sure that the meals are prepared and all this kind of things. Like, we were nurturing, we were caring, and a man was basically providing and leading. And if you look from that perspective, that makes so much more sense than to see why it is so important to actually have this strong leadership and also like the capability of providing in regards to like mentally, physically, emotionally, also financially, and like there's so many other aspects to look into. It's not only I have to have money or such thing. Like that's not one. The thing.
Yeah, like, the money one's huge. Like, guys, I've got money, I provide. It's like it's so much more than going, I've got money. She wants to know all those other things about you. And the feminine is constantly expanding. Exactly. So it's like she wants to know that you're expanding, you're growing, you've got your mission, and it's bigger than her. It's not like you're my number one thing that I'm focusing all my attention on and nothing else matters. Like, no, you are number one in my life. A woman wants to be claimed. You're my number one woman. I'm here for you. Like, nothing else is going to come between us, but she needs to know that you've got something that's greater and bigger than yourself, not Cheetos and fucking like Cheetos on the couch and Doritos and like watching Netflix all the time. I do love Netflix and
and chill
and chill, but that's a little bit different. What else is it viewed for the men watching? What is it for you to really drop into your feminine inside the bedroom so then you'll completely surrender?
Yeah, I will answer that in a second, but first I want to add something to what you said before, because you said like it is important to really lead and be clear and communicate clear and to tell the woman basically where you want to go, and so that she can follow. And I agree with that. And at the same time, it is so important to give her space to be in her feminine and to be in flow, to change her mind and to like just like do whatever feels great for her in that very moment, and to give her the space to like expand, because that's what we are doing. Yeah.
And the feminine is chaotic. It's like, oh, the feminine is just flowing. Like, no, the feminine will rip your fucking head off if you basically like step over it. And if you have a really great woman, she'll be so devotional and like want to do anything for you, but she needs all the stuff we've been talking about as that man. And I love being able to do that for a woman. It just like, it gets me amped up, and it's like this role that we have. It's like we know our roles, and then when that happens, it builds safety for me, and I trust her so much more, and she trusts me. So
it's just the dynamic and polarity, basically.
Now the bedroom.
Talk
to me about the bedroom. What is it like for you in the bedroom?
For me, like, you mean how what really like helps me to drop into submission and like devotion? Yeah. It's basically just the knowing that you got me. Yeah. That I'm safe, that there's nothing else that is important at that very moment, and really like just basically the feeling, like it's not necessary. That's the thing. You want to conquer her mind, to allow her to open her body, but at the same time you don't want her to be in her mind. You want her to be in her body, and that's basically the trick. Yeah. And for me, it's just like the safer I feel and the more turned on I feel in that regard because of it, the more I open up and the more, submissive I am, basically.
Give her more permission to let go. Like, I'm consistently giving her permission, like, let go, it's okay, I've got you. Like, what do you have to do? Let go. And then, like, sometimes, like, if I'm about to, like, give her an orgasm, she's like, oh no, I'm like, let go, it's okay. It's like the consistent reassurance of
Yeah.
giving her permission to let go, and it's okay to let go. It's okay to feel amounts of pleasure. It's okay to really like scream at the top of her lungs and orgasm and really have fun instead of like holding it back, because sometimes women have been like told don't have this orgasm, don't
Don't be loud, don't
yeah,
make noise, don't
yeah.
be messy, don't look weird in your face or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
And then just give her that constant encouragement and support.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's like, this is the man, this is the leadership, because like dominance is leadership and leadership is love. And it's like, I love this woman enough to, and you should love your woman enough to be able to like lead her to orgasm, to lead her to be able the most sexually expressive version of who she is. And then when you can do that and you can lead her inside and outside the bedroom, and she can see that you're cultivating your soft, your silly, your savage, and she can just see how you show the fuck up and you own who your fuck ups. Like the other day, like I like got a little bit like agitated about something, and then I said, "Hey, Isabel, that was me. I own my mistakes."
Yeah.
These are all like traits of like human traits, but it's just like also the masculine traits of owning your shit, taking full responsibility and accountability. And when that happens, you watch a woman go, "Damn." Absolutely damn. Not to mention as well, inside the gym, when a woman can see that you're pushing it and really like pushing yourself to that limit and really making it happen, or she sees maybe you doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or you're doing something, she just sees you're really, that killer instinct inside of you. All this is the culmination of like, that's a lot. Well, bro, time to get to work. And this is when she will really like, have the most insane orgasms, completely relaxed and feel safe, because that safety component is so important with everything we've discussed today. I've got nothing else. That was great.
That was amazing. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot in it, and I can't wait to hear and see and like hope that you get a lot out of it. And
Yeah, and go be the man. Now you have an understanding of what that is. And when you do this, you'll see your relationships with yourself, number one, and the relationships with women and people around you be so much better.